join us.
Hey Star Wars fans and action figure collectors, got another vintage collection review. This one's a couple of months old now. It is Bo-Katan Kryze, based on her appearance from PLAZIR-15. She's number VC339 in the lineup. It's got a picture of her with the dark saber. It's ever so slightly different to the previous release, but I will bring that figure down as we talk to sort of make any sort of very small comparisons or differences there may be. Obviously she does come with the dark saber this time. Nice image on the card back. I think that looks quite good. We'll determine whether there are any sort of differences that, probably should have been, or, whether this is a justifiable release. It's ever so slightly different with the new pauldron, but may as well get into it. Let's crack it open and have a look. And here she is, the Lady Bo-Katan Kryze, looking quite good. I really like the first figure, so this figure was always going to be cool. Yeah, obviously accessories. She comes with her two blasters. I think the difference this time is that they are unpainted. With her first version, the handles were painted brown, so it sort of skipped out on the little extra attention to detail there, but that's okay. She comes with the dark saber, so that's what I'm going to be displaying her with this time. And the blaster pistols do fit nicely in the holsters there, so that's always a win. Almost spoke too soon. The jetpack is obviously removable. There's a nice big chunky peg there, so you can take that off if you choose. And of course, she does come with the dark saber, which is much sturdier than previous releases, so they've changed the plastic up. I think even the Moff Gideon one, it was almost a really flexible, but this has got a little bit more sturdiness to it, which is fantastic. So I definitely appreciate that. And, just the paint application on that, having the nice defined white and the black line, it seems to be applied reasonably nicely. Which is great, because it's taken a couple of shots to get there, but I think we're there now, so that's fine, that's good. Of course, she will hold that well. And of course her helmet, which you can do the swap out, which is my preferable method, is having the swap out head as opposed to a helmeted head. So got a little ball joint in there, little ball peg. Yeah, rangefinder. I think it moves. I can't remember, but it's because it's so soft. Yeah, it will move, but come on, focus. There we go. But yeah, it's such a soft plastic. You kind of really got to get your hand in there and twist that up. But yeah, in terms of the paint detail on the figure, the main change, obviously, with the sculpt is the new pauldron. Well, she gets a new pauldron crafted by the armourer, depicting the mythosaur skull there. She was a little bit unsure. She said she'd witnessed the mythosaur, and the armourer basically said the mythosaur is for all Mandalorians. Which is cool. So that's pretty much the main defining point of difference with this figure, as opposed to the only other thing really that I can tell is the sort of silver used for the Beskar armor is got a little bit more sheen to it than the original. We'll bring in the other one momentarily just so we can compare. But otherwise, even the headband, like the shininess of the headband's a little bit brighter this time around. It's still got all the nice. They've got the Night Owl's signet on the other pauldron there. But otherwise, the rest of the figure's nicely sculpted, nicely painted. Which is good. Sort of my only sort of real point of contention with re-releasing this one is, I don't know, I think a change of hair sculpt would have been a little bit better. I mean, you could say this is sort of in the heat of battle. She's a little bit more disheveled, but in the time we got to season 3, she'd sort of had, her hair had sort of grown out a little bit more and was a little bit straighter. So just to sort of symbolise that sort of passage of time, the hair had grown out from her appearance in season 2. But hey, it's not the end of the world, is it? But it is nice to see her with the Darksaber. We'll swap out the head. No, you know what? We're going to take a look at the other one first, the original. You can kind of see. Get that Darksaber out the way. You can see the difference in the paint. You know, the season 2 version probably a little bit more weathered and beaten. But I do like this sort of the nice sheen to the new version. I've got her on a KR stand. We'll put the new one on a KR stand shortly as well. But yeah, as you can see, her blaster pistols on the original got the brown paint. But aside from a bit of weathering, I'm not really noticing too many differences. There is that sort of, it's almost a purple sort of up the top there of the armor that's been devoid of paint this time around. You can sort of see up there on the shoulder. On the back, if it focuses, you can barely just sort of make out some little orange triangles on the new jetpack, whereas they were absent on the previous version. Little arrows pointing down, obviously, to tell you where the flames come out of. I got no idea. Again, he's sort of on the left one there. You can sort of see the Beskar on the thigh there. It's a little bit more, got a little bit more shine to it. But overall, you know, both good figures, both serve their place. Head sculpt wise, obviously they're very much the same. Not a great deal of difference there. If I try and bring in both helmets side by side. Yeah, I dare say there's little to no difference. Again, it's the sort of the silver sheen of the rangefinder there, if it wants to focus. And I've lost one. That's all right. I'll have to get that afterwards. That's all good. Anyway, let's get on the articulation. She does have the double barbell in the head, ball hinges in the shoulders, ball hinges in the elbows, ball hinges in the wrists, both up and down. She's got the swivels in there as well. It's got the barbell torso. Come on, focus. There we go. It's got the barbell in the thighs, swivels at the hips, ball hinges at the knees, ball hinges at the ankles, and a rocker joint in the foot. So all the articulation you could ever need. You get a nice fresh KR stand here. And we already know it's going to fit because the other one was on there just beautifully. There we go. Let's give her the Darksaber. Yeah, I'm undecided whether I want to keep this one helmeted or keep the old one helmeted. I'm not sure. She sort of did battle with her helmet on, so I might give her the helmet for this one. So let's do that little swap. There we go. There we go. She looks pretty good. I'm glad I picked this one up. I know it was a one I was going to rush to grab, but I'm glad I have. It's nice to have another one in the collection. I'm a big fan of Bo-Katan, so this one, you know, makes sense. But love to hear your thoughts on this one. Please sound out down in the comments below. Always happy to have a chat about Star Wars toys. So we'll see you again. Some more videos very soon. Till then, may the Force be with you always.